Good morning. Welcome to another yoga sadhana. Today will be a little bit of a sort of special. We are working today on a summer special, something you can do throughout the summer while I'm on my holidays. So a little bit of a general practice that is very close to what Mark Whitwell, my yoga teacher, teaches in his Heart of Yoga program. We'll just go relatively quickly throughout all the poses. And for yourself, when you want to do a few minutes a day, which I would recommend every day, 5 to 10 minutes, you can pick either to do the whole sequence a little bit faster, or pick a special part from it and just do that and mix it up a bit throughout the coming weeks. Okay, so very, very basic. Good breathing, follow your breath. And the breath is always secondary to the movements that we do with the body, but the two of them are always united. They're always one. But we initiate each body movement with the breath, and we also finish with the breath again. The breath, so to speak, envelops the whole body movement. Now, are we ready? Let's just get going. Of course, start with the Ujjayi Pranayama. We inhale from above, the chest fills up, secondarily the belly comes out a little bit as well. And on the exhale, we do the opposite. We pull the pelvic floor muscles up, belly button in, and the ribs can just sort of settle down again. So on the inhale, we get a bit of an extension of the spine, which will allow the ribs to come up and out. And then when we pull the belly button back in and the pelvic floor muscles up, the ribs can release again, which decreases the extension of the spine a bit. So we have a little movement, a flow, a sort of wave in the body. On the inhale, an expansion, and on the exhale, a contraction of the body. Inhale away from the heart, very receptive, we receive what's coming in. And on the exhale, we close in a bit again. We sort of harness that what we received on the inhale. The exhale represents strength, the strength coming from the bony part, the pelvis, the spine, and the muscles in the base, upwards towards the crown, the back of the head. And the inhale represents receptivity, the whole front of the body, the softness, the receptiveness, chest, belly, genitals, all this, the feminine part of the body. And what we do with the breath is we bring balance back to the breath, away from its masculinity that we seem to live in this society right now. Bring back the balance, left with right, up and down, and front and back. All those things have to be in balance. A bird cannot fly with only one wing. There has to be two opposites that come from the center, from the heart. So inhale towards your heart, into your whole body. And exhale, harness that inhale into the heart from your whole body. So on the inhale, you can naturally expand away from your heart, open up, the arms can move out. And on the exhale, you bring the arms back in towards the heart. Whether you bring your hands actually all the way there or you just bring them to the side of your body, it doesn't really matter. You do what feels right. Feel what naturally your body wants to do. Try to really be connected to your body. You're doing your yoga. not necessarily what I tell you to do. You feel what feels right. And we're going to try and make the movements bigger. So on the inhale, we see if we can bring the arms higher up. Exhale, bring them down again. And still, we initiate with the breath part, move the body in between until we finish the movement and then finish the breath part. Always an overflow of the breath over the rest of the body movement, which together is just one thing. You can keep your eyes closed if you feel that it's easier to connect up with your body that way. If you keep them open, you may look down at your hands when you have done your exhale, and then bring your gaze up towards your hands on the inhale, and then exhale back down again. Good. Now let's do one more. Inhale high up. Arch a little bit back. Exhale, belly button tight. And the arch comes back out. Now let's add more and more movements. Once you have a flow going, and this may be just it. Maybe this is your practice. Just inhale, exhale with a bit of arm movements. Merging upwards and downwards. Merging receptivity with strength. Getting balance back. That might be all you do as a practice for a couple of minutes every day. But dedicate that time to your yoga practice, just like you would brushing your teeth. Rather than just brushing your teeth, you're brushing your whole body for a couple of minutes. Floss it all out. Now, let's get going a little bit more deeply into it. So inhale, arms up. You get a little bit of a back arch. Belly releases. Then exhale, belly comes in. And we lean forwards in a forward bend. Inhale, back up. Same thing. We had a little bit of a back arch. The belly releases. Exhale, belly comes in. Arms come down over the sides. And we drop down in the forward bend. On the inhale, the arms come outward until they're sort of locked in that position. And then they sort of bring the whole body up. And the exhale, they come outwards again. And when they're sort of at 90 degrees, the body comes along. It just becomes a natural flow. Exhale down. And then this time we're going to stay down. And allow the space necessary to inhale properly. So if you need to come up a little bit with the shoulders, you do. We expand the belly secondarily as well. And on the exhale, pull your belly in and drop your shoulders. The chin, though, is always tucked in here. Jalandhara Bandha, the throat bandha, is active, both on inhale as on exhale. Uddiyana Bandha, the belly button area, switches between relaxation on the inhale to activation on the exhale, and Mula Bandha at the very bottom, at the pelvic region, can stay relatively active. Now, inhale all the way up. Little back arch, and then exhale. The hands are together, very softly. Anjali Mudra. The fingertips and the base of the hands touch, but the space in the middle is quite open. We call it the heart cave. Like it represents what the heart looks like on the inside, what it feels like. It can hold everything. And be with your body for a moment. Sort of dissolve into it. You notice it, but you're not referring to it, sort of really entering into it and just being your body, just feeling what it is like to be your body. Not from ego or mind that feels pain or relief or anything. We just really feel the body. Steering away from the I am sensation towards the real sensation of that which the body is. Now let's continue. We can come back to these moments. We're going to step back, so make sure you have some space behind you. Inhale, arms up. Your back arch. The belly to release. Exhale, belly in. Bend forwards. And in the exhale, pause here. Kumbhaka. We step back with one foot. Nice big step. Inhale, we come up. Warrior one. Exhale, back down. Sort of modified a pyramid pose. Inhale, back up. Keep that front knee bent. The back knee almost completely straight. And always a little bent or a neutral position there. And the inhale and exhale, do the same as before with the forward bending a couple of times. And then inhale, and we stay up after inhale. Just working with the breath here. Belly button in. And on the inhale, the chest expands and the arch deepens somewhat. The back arch. Exhale, belly button comes in. Inhale, a little bit deeper into the arch. Let's do this one more time, and then on the exhale, we'll go down again. Exhale down. In Kumbhaka, we step forwards. Let's do an inhale only to halfway. Extending the spine, but staying in a forward bend. And then exhale, drop down. Inhale all the way up. Give yourself a little back arch. And then exhale, hands together. Anjali Mudra. And just be with your body or be your body. Try to lose that sense of I a little bit. And there's two ways we can deal with ourselves. Either move towards the I, move away from feelings, thoughts, sensations. I am tired. I am lonely. I am sad. I am happy. That's all things that you add to the I am. And you can focus on the I am, which would be a little bit more the Advaita Vedanta path, or we can move into the sensation or the perception or the feeling and devour it. Inhale again. Exhale down to the opposite leg. About 3 times, 4 times, whichever feels good. You go up and down with your breath. And then you stay up on the next inhale. Just work your breath here. Feel what that's doing in your body. Inhaling, making the back arch a little bigger. Exhaling, make the arch a little smaller. And then exhale down. In Kumbhaka, we step forwards. Inhale, hold it to halfway. Exhale down. Release the tension in your spine. Only tension in the belly area and the pelvic floor. And then inhale all the way up. Little back arch. And then exhale, neutral spine. Free breathing, no more ujjayi. And just stay connected with your body. Whichever sensations you have, you go into it. Merge with it until it dissolves and just becomes a sensation of being. Might be very intense, a very intense sensation of mix of joy and whatever it used to be that you felt also. But it generally just becomes presence. You feel that you're alive. Now, let's stand with a little bit of wider stance. We're going to be doing some turns and twists. However you want to put your feet, a little bit more outward, a little bit straighter. That's okay. Careful with the knees though. We do not want to lock the knees back. So when we are rotating and going forwards with the front hand, we might even bend a little bit more into that knee that we go towards. Careful though not to put all the weight on that leg. Keep the weight balanced between both feet. Okay? We do each side 3 times. I'm going to stay for a couple of breaths on one side and then the other. Okay, let's get going. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, start twisting and come down with the front arm. We look up towards the top arm. Then inhale, come up and out of the twist. Finish the inhale at the top. Exhale, starts the twist and the forward bend. Inhale starts, then we come up. Clearly divide the different moments of the movement. Always initiating with the breath and finishing with the breath. Everything else gets done in between. And it doesn't matter how deep your hands can go. It doesn't have to reach the floor. Just go with what your body can do. You're not here to push it somewhere where it doesn't want to yet maybe go or where it never will reach. Participate in that which is already there. Now we stay on one side. On the inhale, you might have to come a little bit out of the twist so that when you next exhale again, you can go a little bit further A little deeper maybe into the twist. And only if your body allows it, not forcing anything. The breath stays smooth. And then inhale all the way up. Exhale a couple of breaths on the other side. Again, trying to balance the weight out well between the two legs. And inhale all the way up. And we're going to go into a forward bend. You can slide down with your arms along your legs. Drop your chin down. Okay? Jalandhara Bandha is locked. Top throat bandha. The pelvic floor bandha as well. Just the one in the middle, the belly button area. Changes on in and exhale. Inhale, it widens, it releases. And on exhale, you pull it a little bit more in and allow the body to sort of drop a bit deeper. Resist the urge to pull the body down. We're not forcing the body into anything it doesn't want to do. We are merely participating in that which is there. Good. Next inhale, we're going to come all the way up. Arms wide on the inhale. And then lift. A little bit of a back arch here at the top. And then hands together. Down to the heart. And you can bring the feet together, either heels, toes, or a bigger step. And again, take your time here. If your heart rate and your breath are a little bit accelerated, then give your body time to recover and calm back down. And just be with your body here. Try to really feel it. This is what life is. Not all the thoughts and feelings in your mind. The actual expression of life is in your body. Okay. Now, we're going to get a little bit pressed for time. Let's see if we can quickly go through some of the downward facing dog poses. We're going to go into downward facing dog, then down to cow pose, down to child pose, and then back up again a few times. Just be able to finish this all up in half an hour, I hope. Let's get going. Inhale, arms up. We're going to step back after exhale with both feet straight into downward facing dog. Keep your arms soft here, no locked elbows, no locked knees. Grip the floor so you have a nice active position here. Then inhale, knees to the ground. Lift the chin up a little bit, not too high. Exhale all the way down into child pose. Inhale back up, cow pose. Exhale, knees come off the ground. We push back into Downward facing dog. Now we're gonna do this a few more times. Okay. Child pose. You may take a little rest here or continue straight through. So from child pose here, we're going to inhale, come up on our knees, arch a little back into a Ustrasana, a camel pose. Exhale, belly button in, back down into child pose, and then inhale, slide forward, stay low. In a cobra pose. Exhale, release a little tension. Come a little bit lower, and then inhale all the way up. Not too much pressure on the hands. Exhale, come a little down and push back into child pose. If you need a couple of breaths here to regulate, it's fine. If not, we continue. Inhale up again into camel pose. Exhale back down. Child pose. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release a bit of that tension in the chest and the spine. Inhale back up. Exhale, push back. Again, if you need a couple of breaths here, take them. If your heart rate is a bit racing and it becomes harder to keep a smooth breath, you take some time. Just take that break. Don't push the body into something it can't yet do. Okay? Listen to the breath. The breath is guru. Here we go. One more time, the whole sequence. And to rest now, we come into Ustrasana, into camel pose. And then hands together to the heart. And take the time you need. Now, really quickly, last series. We lie down on our backs. I want to just build a few bridges here. So on the inhale, bring the chest up. That brings the arms up and over. The belly comes out a little bit as well. Then exhale, bring the belly button in. The ribs start coming down and we bring the arms back. Then inhale, same pattern, but start to push your pelvis up as well. Arch your back up, make a little twist, and extend the neck well. Get some space in those neck muscles. Stretch them. Exhale, belly button in. Come back down. Inhale up. Exhale, belly in. Ribs down. And we come back down. One more time. Up, and we stay up. The arms can relax, and we're just work with the spinal arch and the belly button and the ribs. The exhale, the belly button comes down, the ribs release a little tension, but the spine stays up. And inhale, the chest expands. The arch becomes a little bigger, more weight on the shoulders. Belly button comes out. Exhale, belly button in. Ribs come down a little bit. Inhale a bit higher. Exhale. Try and keep up. Let the belly and the ribs settle down. One more inhale. Exhale. And all the way back down and embrace your knees. Pull them a bit into your chest. On the inhale, you can release that pull somewhat. Exhale, pull your knees back in. Then inhale, feet on the floor. The arms go just a little bit away from the body, not too far. Palms up. You can stay in this position if you like, or extend the legs and lay down in Shavasana, releasing everything, surrendering to the sensation of the body, allowing deep connection. Literally feel everything of the body. The pressure of the floor, in the back of the body, the open air moving along the skin, your heart rate, your breath, tingling in the hands and feet, maybe your face. All these particular things, just be aware of it at the same time, but try not to give it any validation with your mind. Just be with it. Stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. I will be back on the 2nd of August with a new class. In the meantime, who knows, I might be able to post a few thingies, maybe some podcasts. For instance, the last Saturday, my workshop went really well. I might see if I can edit everything together and create a nice little podcast from that, so you can listen into what we discussed and what we did. But if we don't see each other till August, then I wish you a very pleasant summer. And I hope you enjoy yourself, stay healthy, keep doing your yoga practice 5 or 10 minutes a day. Tiny little bit, you can always come back to this video and just repeat it over and over until it becomes you, until you really feel, that it's one with yourself. So enjoy yourself till then. Have a very pleasant present moment, and namaste.